If you go on social media and search for hot guys, every single guy you are gonna see has one thing in common, and that is a sharp face with well-defined hollow cheeks. And this trend becomes even more prominent when you look at the modeling industry. All male models share hollow cheeks, which is the one thing that makes them look more attractive than everyone else. I myself always had chubby cheeks, although I was really skinny, and I didn't ever think of it as a flaw. But once I got interested into modeling, I almost got rejected because of my puffy face. They told me, and I remember this word for word, "Levin, we see your potential, but your face isn't defined enough yet." Then they told me that if I really wanted, I should do 3 things until tomorrow, which can give me hollow cheeks and come back in 24 hours. Although I had never heard of these methods, they worked and got me my first model casting. But that wasn't even everything. The next few days, I noticed that much more girls were looking at me, and I even got asked out by 2 girls in the following week, although I have never gotten asked out before. After that, I never went back to having a puffy round face, and in this video, I'm going to share with you these exact 3 steps that will give you hollow cheeks in 24 hours. We first need to understand what they are. Hollow cheeks refer to a facial aesthetic characterized by a sunken appearance in the area between the cheekbones and the lower jaw. This feature creates a more defined look, emphasizing the cheekbones, jawline, and Ogie's curve. The first thing stopping you from having hollow cheeks are the Buccinator muscles. These are the cheek muscles which are used for blowing, whistling, or sucking. These muscles are meant to only be used by babies to suck breast milk, but in today's world we also use them for drinking from straws or inflating balloons. So the first step to reach Buccinator atrophy, which just means shrinking your Buccinators until they are almost non-existent, is to avoid these things. But the even bigger reason why many people have chubby cheeks in today's day and age is because they chew using their Buccinator muscles. To chew correctly, stop moving your cheeks around while eating, and don't switch your food from one side to the other, but switch sides in between bites. Step number 2. Water drainage. The second thing that holds you back from having model-like hollow cheeks is the water stored inside your cheeks. To completely get rid of water retention in the face, you will first need to start drinking 3 to 4 liters of water daily, because the body only stores water to prepare the body for a long time without water, which stems from us humans originally being nomadic living creatures, which meant to not have access to water for days. The second step to reduce water retention is to stop eating any carbs like pasta, grains, or bread, and reducing sodium consumption. Also, generally avoid big meals and chew oftentimes to improve gut health, which also leads to a leaner face. Next, you will need to do any exercise that makes you sweat a lot. What I recommend is to do a combination workout of a push-up ladder, which means doing 30 push-ups in a row, then 30-second pause, following with 29 push-ups, and continuing this until 20 push-ups. After doing this, go for 10 60-meter sprints with again only 30-second pauses in between every sprint. This workout will not only debloat your face, but also make your body produce 2,000% more growth hormone. Because your body is now dehydrated and you don't want it to store water again, drink 1 to 2 liters of 100% coconut water. Coconut water is the secret to get hollow cheeks because it contains no carbs and over 1,000 milligrams of potassium per liter. Potassium prevents excess fluid retention and counteracts sodium. This means if you want to always look lean, you will need to consume more potassium, then sodium. Other good sources of potassium are bananas, sweet potatoes, avocados, or the ultimate water weight killer, dandelion root. Dandelion root is used by models to shed water weight like crazy before a show, or even by boxers to get rid of any excess water to make weight before a fight. You can consume it by getting a dandelion root extract supplement or drinking natural dandelion root tea. This will drastically increase your urine production because it is a diuretic, which then in turn makes you lose excess water retention in the face and body. Which leads us to the last step, lymphatic drainage. Lymphatic drainage is the scientific phrase for getting rid of facial puffiness. This can be done by using a gua sha, which scientifically proven improves lymphatic drainage by stimulating blood circulation. The routine I use to get rid of a puffy face is to first apply niacinamide, which improves skin elasticity and tightens the skin by doing that. Then continue by applying 100% Asiatica extract by Centella, which will make your skin smooth and ready for the gua sha. Now take the gua sha and pull it from your nose along the zygomatic bone all the ways up your outer cheekbones, following the natural ways of the OG's curve. Now do this 10 times on both sides and you will have model-like hollow cheeks. But all these steps won't work if your bone structure doesn't allow it to. This means if you have a narrow maxilla, small zygomatic bones, recessed forward growth, a narrow jaw, you will never be able to get hollow cheeks. But luckily, all of this is fixable if you know the right method. It's you versus you. Make your own reality.